tuned into the Mr. Chu Show, Mr.
Floor on fire? MYSTACHOO's got you covered. From weddings to corporate events, MYSTACHOO brings the beats that get everyone moving. Imagine your guests' faces when the bass drops. Our DJs are more than just music maestros. They're party catalysts. Got a favorite song? We'll spin it like no other. Want a custom playlist? Consider it done. MYSTACHOO is all about making your event as unique as you are. Plus, we come equipped with top-notch gear, lighting, sound systems, the whole shebang. All you have to do is show up and dance. So whether it's a birthday bash or a gala, MYSTACHOO turns every moment into a magical memory. Ready to unleash the party? Book MYSTACHOO now and let's make some noise. Your ultimate DJ experience awaits.
Hello, 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 and good evening. Welcome to the Mr. Chu Show. We are in episode number 221 today, on this 25th day of 2025. And I do want to say thank you for tuning in. And I don't want to go any further without letting you know that yours truly is the host, of course. Welcome to the show. I'm Mr. Chu, your host, and I do want to offer you my DJ services if you need a DJ for any upcoming events that you have planned out. I would love to be a part of your event or your special day if you are planning to jump that broom or make a change in your life. So I definitely want to ask that you give me a call, 501-444-2466. Again, that is 501-444-CHEW. Or simply scan the QR code that is on the screen so you can take advantage of one of my favorite, what my client's favorite packages to choose, which is the whole pack. You get 4 hours of DJ services, you get two speakers for the sound, you get microphone, of course, for announcements and anything else going along. Hype it up a little, something like that if y'all need to do that. And then also, we will bring our lights. All of this package is about $400 is where it starts at, and we do have upgrades to these packages if you need. You got a large crowd, you don't want to just hear the bass, you want to feel the bass. Definitely, it's something that I would love to offer for you. So just make sure that you do scan the QR code or just hit me up. I would love to eh, take advantage of that. Now, I want to swiftly jump on over and say, grind hard no matter what you're going through. Grind hard, keep grinding. Every single day you wake up and open your eyes, you are being tested. Every day, no matter what. I mean, yeah, we get tired. We all we all are human. We get tired sometimes. But even if you get tired, you still gotta keep going. You still gotta keep moving. You still gotta keep doing what you're doing. So y'all, that's what this show was created for, to make it so that even when you're tired, we can find different means of earning income on our own, having income no matter, our circumstances, no matter what is going on with the world, you are still doing what you need to do to, in short, pay the bills or to make a turd, get you something to eat at night, support your habits, do all of those different type of things like that. So um, I do appreciate the opportunity and the privilege that I get to share these ideals that I have. And the only way that I actually do get the opportunity to share this privilege with you guys was for me to decide one day that I wanted to sacrifice just a little bit, sacrifice my time, being out, having a little fun, and to learn a thing or two, to be able to sit and notice that things are different, to be able to sit and notice that people every single day are getting paid for what some would call doing nothing. Well, one thing that has I've been taught when listening to uh, and researching different things that are out there in the world, on how to change, how to get rich, become wealthy, financial free. The main thing that they do say to you is you just you have to handle your business. You gotta you gotta do what you gotta do. And most importantly, biggest thing is you have to be willing to sacrifice something, because if you're not willing to sacrifice time and effort to invest in the craft, to build your stage, to like in my case, if you guys follow me on Facebook, you'll see last week I posted up the facade that I created myself, the one that I built myself, because I sometimes I'm a cheapskate. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm frugal. I get that from my dad. And while I'm putting myself into a position to be able to do more and do better, I'm not just sitting back waiting. I'm doing what it takes to, handle my business, to learn, to research, to put into play some of the things, that even to, you know, do what I can to remain consistent and do this show. And I do want to apologize to you all yesterday. If you did get on the train, I did not notice until it was a little bit too late that hell, the train did not leave the station. But I do want to ask those of you who are out there to make sure that you not only watch, not only share, but I need engagement. I need y'all to be letting me know these type of things, these type of errors when my stuff isn't going the way that it needs to go. Y'all jump in that chat room and engage with me. And again, you guys can support this show without spending one dime of your own money by merely hitting that share button, telling somebody else about it. Uh, Put in a comment, talk to me in the live chat. Different things like that will show engagement, and will also let Facebook know that people are digging what I'm talking about. People are involved in what I'm talking about, and then at that point, they will continue to share the stuff that I have going on. It will continue to put it in front of people's faces, because they know and understand that this is something that people want to hear, people want to talk about. And then also, I see a couple of shares, I see people are listening and wrapped up in what I'm saying. I am going to do what I can to make sure that can continue to bring you this content that I'm bringing to you each and every weeknight. And of course, we do broadcast live weeknights at 4 o'clock p.m. is when we start. We are on a variety of platforms. So I want to explain to you guys that this first hour of the show, we are here on Facebook, we are here on YouTube and X. But on the second half of the show, the uncensored train, we go live inside of the Rumble Room. So those of you who were here yesterday doing this portion of the show, you probably are a tad bit confused on what you mean. Why didn't you? We got our full segment, but I do appreciate those of you who like to tune in and listen to these gems that I drop. Me ramble a little bit about life and things like that. But at 5 o'clock p.m., we go exclusively inside of the Rumble Room. And when we are in the Rumble Room, I do what I can to make sure that I am rocking out some of the best Arkansas music, some of the best music that's coming from my state, some of the best music that is coming from my city, of course. Y'all do know that I promote Helena, West Helena to its fullest. I'm always talking about my city. So today of all days, Helltown Tuesday is that day that I love to give you guys out that music from my city of Helena. And, I do throw in a little bit of the independence as well. And, so if you are out there and you would like to have your music be a part of the show, then send me an email at the Mr. Chew Show at gmail.com. And if you mess around and you can't remember the Mr. Chew Show, well, first I might want to stop small. But secondly, just send them to my own personal email, Mr. Chew at gmail.com. I guess you could say my business personal email, but I would love to go ahead and get your music on the show. Just that I had a few couple, I got a track or two that's going to be new today uh, from my inbox. And then also, if you've been listening, you would have heard that I've been speaking on my guy Low Key and talking to you guys, letting you know about his new album that he's dropping. He did say that it's going to be his last album, but we shall see. Hopefully, it's not. Maybe this one is one that he can come out the books and really start believing it in himself. Because one thing that I have noticed about the artists, especially in this region, is if you don't really see the things around you, you don't see the door opening up around you, because in an area like this, we have no music scene, we have no entertainment industry, but we can definitely do everything that we can to create a music industry. And that's one of the reasons why I did create the Mr. Chew Show, was to expose the world to something different about my city of Helena. We got a lot going on. In fact, one thing that I do want to mention to you guys is our marketplace. My wife, Muppet, and myself, we opened the doors of Muppet and Mister's Marketplace on Good Friday of this year. We've been doing pretty decent, been progressing, and she and I have been working very hard to get a balance on this life, on this grind that we do have going on. And with your help, it definitely will financially will help out just by you guys either stopping by 315 Cherry Street, shopping with us, finding you a treasure or something like that to take home with you, or even as I mentioned several times before, by you merely sharing this page. If you're on Facebook, send me some stars. If you're on X, hit that tip jar up there. And if you're on YouTube, send me a super chat so that we can know that you are supporting what we have going on. And each and every time we do this show, it definitely will come in handy that we know that there are going to be people that are going to be coming up and listening. And I do want to let you know that soon I will be integrating the invasion again, to where I will be opening up the cameras to those of you who are out there that may have some opinions or different things like that popping off in your brain. But I also want to mention that I had a thought of us doing the artist spotlight, and I also want to know that, or let you know that the only thing really free in this world is dying. Well, no, I can't even say that because it's going to cost you to put yourself in the ground. The other things that we're not going to go down that dark road today. But the point that I was getting at is when I do start up these artist spotlights and different things like that, I am going to ask for a small fare. And hey, don't look at me sideways in regards to it, because I know that there's a ton of you who are out there who will pay your arm and your leg and have someone else holding a microphone for you, because you spent your arm and a leg for advertising or to get your stuff heard and all of that. So I just give me a fingernail. I'm not talking about your whole fingernail. I'm talking about you may have grown a little. The little shaving that you get off of clipping, once you get through clipping it. And that's really all it's going to be about. But I do want to make sure that I have an opportunity to use my platform to shine a light on a lot of talent that is here in my city and in my state, and even in the world of the independents that most people don't even know about because the mainstream does not really support them the way that they should. But it's all about dollars. So y'all, and I understand that because when dealing with independent artists and artists that are up and coming, they don't understand the game, and I can agree and attest to the fact that I can I can say that I've helped support that because a lot of times in my on my journey I do what I can to help reduce prices for artists, reduce what people will have to pay in order to deal with things that I deal with as well. But in it what they say, it's a dog eat dog world, and I've been getting eaten by a lot of these artists out there because one thing that I'm learning is people do not respect your time unless they pay for it. So unless you guys are willing to pay for the time that I will be given to expose you and put you in rotation, create a flyer, share the invasion and all of that stuff afterwards to allow for a lot of other people to be able to even see what we have going on. All that costs. It costs me to even do this particular show. And that's one of the reasons why I do ask for a Restream sponsor. And they say, I'll go check out that QR code that I had in the show, or just ask me about it. Call me. I definitely will not hesitate to have a conversation if you guys are calling me to help boost what I have going on. I would definitely do that. But what we tend to do in our world is get so tied up into helping other people that we tend to forget that we need help too. Even though we're strong, if we continue to help others and continue to only give, and some of us are stubborn and don't like to receive. So it makes it very, easier for us to fall off because once we get to a point to where we are in need of help, either we don't see anyone else that is there around us that can help because, we're always helping them instead of putting them into a place and a position to help themselves as well as us. But, that's a whole nother story. We're not even going to go in that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and stop and pivot to let you know that if you are looking for that means to become independent, remain independent, become financially stable, then I do have a set of programs that are put together that will help you get it together, as you can say, from free phone services to being able to play video games that get paid for, man. We'll talk about that a little later. In fact, I should be spotlighting a whole nother one of my affiliates this week, but that's that's something that's going on later in the week. I will definitely change that tomorrow, but I have been doing rehearsals. I have been moving around. I have a lot of things that have been introduced to my life that have not been in my life. So I am making a balance as well. So it's a lot of things that I would be fixed. It would be looking good, but excuse me. A lot of times it does take a little hiccups and a, l- a lot of faith that you can do everything that you need to do because I decided to invest in myself by stepping outside of the box and becoming a part of this production that is called Hey, Motown and Mariah Christmas. And as I mentioned, we've been doing a whole lot of different things right now with the marketplace to go ahead and make sure that we can continue to keep the doors open and we can continue to progress and make it more comfortable, not only for ourselves while we are in here working and handling our business, but we want you as our customers to come in and be able to have a comfortable experience here. And that's one, again, a lot of the reasons why we do mention about all the different sponsorships and all the different things like that, because we have a world of things, a multitude of things that spit out there. As I mentioned, just like that world a spider web. I'm just gonna say it like that. Just like a spider web goes out in different strong points that it make the whole entire web that much stronger. That's the way that you have to maneuver your income and your earning abilities to be able to allow for them to start handling be able to start handling money, handling everything, and you pulling those soldiers in your centerpiece of that web, in the centerpiece of your life, of what you have going on, to continue to do that. And again, what is that? That is the thing that you love to do. And if you listen to the show before, I would do everything that I can to be able to let you guys know of the resources that are out there that will allow for you to actually do the same thing. And that is do what you love to do and get paid for it. I mean, I know a lot of y'all like just sitting on those games, mobile games every day. And playing on those. Why not get a little bit of cryptocurrency just because you know, you want a new game that you want to learn, you want to play on that thing. Why not have those tools and resources that you can do that? Because there's always video games out there. There's always things like that. And we will always get to a point to where we will have time. I'm sure that you guys be sitting on your toilet scrolling down Facebook looking at all the different things that they have going on over there on Facebook. I'm almost certain of that. I'm almost sure of that. But one thing that I do know is there are tools that are out there today, y'all, that will allow for you to start earning cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, of course, is my favorite. But if you don't like Bitcoin cryptocurrencies, they allow you to cash out gift cards and different things like that. And again, I am not a financial advisor. The only thing that I like to do is find tools that will make my life easier. And with the platform that I have, I do what I can to take advantage of it by exposing each and every one of you to these different tools that I use on a daily basis. So while you're looking for a job, especially in a place that's like a job desert, is that a thing, a job desert? But because I mean, it definitely appears as if the Delta is a job desert. But that does not mean that you cannot make it. You have to realize again, in a place that has nothing, if you have something or can create something in that place that has nothing, you, my friend, have everything. Yeah, I'm gonna get y'all might want to rewind that one or wait till the show is over with. Well, replay this back so you can hear that part of it because that's definitely a jewel that's been dropped. Hey, if you listen to it, I can almost guarantee, y'all know I seldom say the word guarantee, but I can almost guarantee that you will be in a better place than you was. You'll be in a better place next year than you was this year. And that's simply because you have been putting yourself in a place to grind, in a place to save, in a place to Allow for your little soldiers, your money, to call their homeboys other money, like dividends and stuff, that will come back and make you more money. But you can believe it if you want. You can have faith in what I'm telling you is true. Or you can even just be listening to this show and thinking that I'm just feeling the need to have a conversation to talk about certain things and just to be blowing off hot air. But I could I got a lot of things that I could be doing with my time. I don't want to waste yours. I refuse to waste your time. So one thing that you can believe and trust is if I'm giving you guys information about these different affiliate programs or different things that's going on in the Delta, then I believe in it. And I do got receipts and I don't mind posting those just to let y'all know about that. Okay? So again, tell your friend to tell a friend that the Mr. Chu Show is live and we do this weeknights, 4 o'clock p.m. is when we get started off. 5 o'clock p.m. is when we turn up and give y'all nothing but great uncensored music from artists that are from our region as well as some independent, depending on the part of the week that you're in. You may get some R&B music. You may get some throw it back music. Thursday, throw it back. That means I might throw it back or I might make you throw it back. Some of y'all already understand the concept because you tuned in to our Throw It Back Thursday edition of the Mr. Chew Show, uncensored. And at 5 o'clock p.m., y'all, I do want to let you know that we do go to the Rumble Room exclusively because that portion of the show is uncensored and it's a lot of music being played. In fact, I rock out about a good 50, 55 minutes of music, minimal talking. We do a little bit of this and that over the track, but we don't stop for commercials. I don't have any of those. I might read you a little something to talk about, but it's not going to interrupt the show. It's not going to interrupt your vibe. It is something that I believe will allow for you to nonstop, no skips, no fast forwards, no turning the station. It's something that you can enjoy from the time I press play to the time I start chewing on this at the end of the show. So again, y'all, I do want to thank you for tuning in. Make sure you do tell somebody that we are here and we will consistently be bringing you this show, even if it's not a 100% perfect show. We're going to give you one. So for those of you who have been tuning in, those of you who have been peeking in, thank you. Thank you. Those of you who've been sharing, well, I ain't even gonna put y'all out there. Let y'all, I love being transparent. Y'all not sharing my shit. And does that mean y'all being selfish? Y'all stingy with this information, with these gems? I mean, I see y'all looking, but I don't see it being reposted much. I don't see my episodes being reshared much. But hey, I'm not attempting to run you guys off from watching the show. I appreciate that greatly. But again, I need y'all to tell somebody else to come and watch this show, especially the uncensored portion, especially if you're on like YouTube. And right now, I'm not getting paid on Facebook. Right now, I'm not getting paid from YouTube or any of those. I'm working on those as in the meantime while I am getting paid on Facebook by you merely watching this. So if you guys share this, repost this on your Facebook, put it on your what they call it, your to do today or well, hey, y'all know what I'm talking about. In fact, let me do that. Add it to your store. I need to add this to my store. In fact, while we talking, let me add this real quick. 'Cause I want y'all to tell somebody that we are live. I need y'all to tell everybody that we are up, we are live. We here and we do this again weeknights 4 to 6 o'clock p.m. is when we do the show. I definitely love to drop y'all the gems in the midst of us doing this. And I do eventually I would like to hear, would love to hear your opinions and have y'all different questions and we just have an open discussion on a lot of these things that I'm talking about here. And again, pretty soon we'll be ramping up this invasion to make this invasion a show that allows you to be a part of it. So I definitely want to say y'all make sure that you stay here with us. Hit that subscribe button, that follow button, whichever button that bell notification button if you're over there on YouTube. So each and every time that we do go live with this show, you will know, you will get a notification and you can be here. We do start the set at 3:55 p.m. Give you all about 5 minutes to go ahead and gather around, get your earphones, get whatever you need to get to be a part of the show. And soon, like, as I mentioned, that it's going to be time for you to go ahead, get to a nice place that you can sit back, relax, and join in on the conversation. Let somebody know that you are here. Let me know of some of the things that you feel that I am either incorrect on, and maybe I don't speak much incorrect. I definitely don't do it on purpose. But I'm just gonna assume that you guys are digging what the information that I'm giving you because I don't get very many corrections, just like and don't really get very many shares or any of that stuff. But it is what it is. I will continue to do this regardless to if I get one share or one like, and one like is enough, and that comes from me. So if I get multiple likes, thank you. Somebody else click like on mine on this, thank you. But all in all, this is for me to be able to put all of the experiences that I'm having at the time when I can have the opportunity to share with you. I can put all my experiences in one show, one 2 hour show, but make sure it say 60 minutes because this is the portion where I do a lot of my talking. And I can share my experience, my pain, my heartache, my joys, my everything with you all. And it is greatly appreciated. And I do be thankful that you guys do take the time out to peep out the show and allow for me to tell you about all of these different opportunities that I have to offer. For instance, I have on the screen ZBD. It is a light Bitcoin Lightning wallet. ZBD is a platform that allows for you to start playing different video games online. And while you're playing these different video games online, you can get paid. I I've been stuck on this little word game. If you were here, I believe I started on this maybe Friday or something. But if you was here for Friday's episode, you heard me talk about this word game. Yeah, I'm still stuck on that. Then I'm also stuck on this farming game. It's like Farmville, but it's not Farmville. Yeah, I've been stuck on that one as well. These games are games that you can be addicted to, and you can also, as I mentioned, get paid. So if you gotta play things like what is it, Royal Kingdom? Royal Kingdom is a platform that I myself have used a couple of times. I fell in love with it. I did. I can't feel and say I didn't like it. But I did play it. Well, let me phrase that. I already knew that I was going to get hooked on that game, just like I got hooked on what is it, Crush Jewel, Candy Crush, Saga, Soda Pop. I mean, all them other little things. And I didn't get paid a dime to play the Candy Crush. So I waited until ZBD offered Bitcoins to start playing Royal Kingdom. And y'all, like I figured, I was hooked. Yep. But one thing for sure, the moment they ran out of Bitcoin, yeah, I was done. I deleted that off my iPad, my phone, and all that, and it was on to the next. So if you know you are easily addicted to these different games that are out there, these different video games, if you know once you play them, you will get addicted. I need for you to go ahead, scan that QR code that is on the screen because that QR code is for ZBD. And ZBD, my friends, will pay you just for playing. I was going to say what other source will allow for you to do that, but that would sound like a hater. So I'm going to ask if you know a source or a platform. Like, I've been hearing about Scramble. That may be one of my next ventures that I jump over to just to test out because I'm seeing them big numbers on there. But I don't really like playing video games for money. I'd rather play my video games to get cryptocurrency, but that's a whole nother story for another time. If you choose to get these gift cards or you get cash sent directly to your Cash App or to PayPal or any of those, feel free to jump off. And here is a secret, I guess you could say, because I don't know how I came across this, but I like to. There is a survey thing that's called, I want to say it correctly, viewpoints, meta viewpoints. In your app store right now, look for meta viewpoints. And meta viewpoints will allow for you to start one of the projects that I consistently get paid for on there is for me taking screenshots of my activity over my apps. And in fact, while I'm talking, let me see if I got one available now. Oh, I do. Oh, you know what? If I got time. Let me see if I am about to record this screenshot real quick of me doing this so that you guys can kind of get an understanding of what viewpoints is. Hopefully it does not disturb what I have going on, but if it does, I apologize. Again, this is me learning things to be able to show you things out there so that we can start making this money together. But I do see my light up. Oh, looking green. I mean red up there. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, look like I still got some action over there. Okay, I just want to make sure because it is more important currently for me to give you guys the Mr. Chew show than to do this when I could be doing this another day and showing it to you as well. But I like this real time stuff. I like to give y'all what I like to call receipts because I know y'all like to see receipts. So I'm almost finished. I'm currently adding my screenshot. I took a screenshot of my activity. I am adding it to the platform. Upload your screenshots. You should have two screenshots of your most used apps and websites this week. And once you hit that, boom, you got points. Or what they say, you got action. So let me go ahead, jump in here real quick, see if it will allow me to upload this video so I can show y'all this here progress that I'm talking about before we start going. Oh, there we go. Before we start going in here and letting you know of something major that's coming to the city, but it is currently on uploading. Go ahead and minimize myself real quick. Got that out of the way. Not sure how this gonna show up on that. Let me hide you. It is still upload currently. But while that is uploading, I mentioned to you guys a second ago that, well, a little earlier in the show, that I have been doing a balancing act and balancing doing the Mr. Chu show, um, being an owner of marketplace, having what the heck? Now that's too funny. If y'all can see what I just said. Okay, it is currently processing. Okay, okay, okay. I wish I could show y'all what I just seen. Y'all don't need to see that though. Okay, okay, still processing, y'all. But there are a lot of different tools that will allow for you to get paid digitally. And a while ago, I did start a journey to learn the different means of getting paid, no matter where you laid your head at. I mean, you could be on vacation and you still can take a couple of minutes out the day, get get your stuff taken care of, click down and get your links. Well, considering I'm just going, let's go ahead and go to the next scene real quick. Go ahead and switch on over. Once that finished processing, if it does process before the end of the show, I'll go ahead and post it up. But if not, I I will go ahead and run this back again tomorrow just to allow for each and every one of you all out there to be able to see that. But for right now, I do want to again let you know about what we had going on today and one of the reasons why my show hasn't been as perfect this week as I would like it to be. And yeah, I believe I'm breaking one of the top rules of show business. And I even gave this information today. And whenever you're performing or you're doing certain things, people don't know when you mess up. But I like to be transparent. So a lot of times whenever I'm talking about certain things, yeah, it is stated that I mess up and I let y'all know of that. But before I go any further, I want y'all to see. So let me share this. I hope it look good. I haven't seen it on here yet, but I'm gonna drop it for y'all. Here we go.
Brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, white copper kettles and old woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Yes, yes, yes. I hope y'all enjoyed that. That was Nia Renee, American Idol sensation. And shout out to my guy Jalen over there. Me and my guy Jalen, I guess you can call us eye candy or something for the show. We are definitely going to be there. We're going to be doing little things. And that's not all I'm going to be doing. I'm not just practicing just to be standing there looking handsome. Okay. I do actually have a few roles in the show, a few things, a couple lines. I ain't got many lines, but I am part of the ensemble, so you will be hearing me. Hopefully, you'll be hearing me in that. I'll be sounding pretty dang decent over there. But y'all make sure that you are in the building to come check us out. December the 11th and also December the 14th. Now, on the 11th, that's the Thursday night, we will be starting the show at 7 o'clock p.m. On Sunday, December 14th, we will be doing another show. So, y'all make sure that y'all scan the QR code that's on the screen. I said there's going to be a magical show, packed house. Hopefully, y'all want to do what we can to make sure that this show sells out, even though the tickets are absolutely free. So y'all go ahead and scan those QR codes. Tell somebody to bring somebody to come watch the show with us. We definitely have been working hard. The cast been working hard, y'all. Shout out to this guy named Leon. He is one of the lead singers as well. It's gonna be a treat in this show. I'm not gonna spill the beans, but one thing I'm gonna tell y'all is somebody I believe you never would have expected to lead a song will be leading one of these Christmas songs. So y'all make sure that you are in the building. Make sure you're in the house. We want to have you be a part of the show. I want you to make sure that you tell somebody to bring somebody. And if you don't have anybody else to tell to bring yourself. That's all that matters. We want you to be in the house with us. We're going to bring the house down. Definitely guarantee you will enjoy the show. As I said at first, I rarely say the word guarantee. Y'all, we got about 3 minutes before the 10-minute countdown starts for the uncensored portion to allow for you guys go ahead and get your tickets, transfer on over to the Rumble Room so that we can become uncensored and we can start off Helltown Tuesdays where I bring you nothing but hits and tracks from the artists that are from my great city of Helena, West Carolina. My natural state, well, I said city of Arkansas then. Let me back that up. Let me rewind. We feature artists from my great city of Helena, West Carolina, and my natural state of Arkansas. Y'all do know I like to throw in a couple of independents as well. So you all make sure whenever that screen does change over, you will see that it says the MYSTACHOO Show. But right now on the screen, I do need for you to become a sponsor. We need sponsors to help make sure that we continue to do the show and make it bigger and better than it was today. Your sponsorship will help us add more platforms to the stream. We are currently streaming on three, that's X, Facebook, and YouTube. I appreciate y'all for listening, but we want to jump on at least two more platforms. So if you have a business or if you just love what we're doing right now, you want to support what we have going on, please go ahead and scan that QR code that's at the bottom of the screen right now, just below my logo. Become a Restream sponsor for $49 a month. We're asking for 3 months. That's why it says $147. In fact, I might go and change that because I know people are intimidated by large numbers. And I do understand that what we are at currently in the Delta, not everyone understands advertising and not everyone is really supporting what they got going on. So I want to do what I can to make uh, as big of a bang for what you're giving me as possible, but also at the end of the day, make sure that I can smile for giving you these services that I'm rendering. But again, we're about 60 seconds to go ahead and get this countdown started off. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. to this portion of the show, make sure that you be on the lookout for that QR code that's just going to be on the screen here shortly. I'll be back on the flip side of that to get the show started. Appreciate y'all. Let's get it.